Okay. Can I assist Boob in, or what's your investigation rank at?
It's +4.
Okay, then I'm gonna just assist Boob.
Okay, so Boob,
Basically
make
we're
a
bouncing ideas off of each other.
roll a d20 twice and take the higher result. That's a big natty.
Ooh.
So with that 20,
That means
Yeah.
it's worth more than it really would be.
No, that actually would be a bad roll. That would be if you got a 1. Like, oh, this is worth 40 million
I
gold.
think it's really.
So
Forever.
you realize that this clasp is actually the most valuable thing in the treasure chest, and you know that this clasp is worth exactly 750 GP.
Jesus.
So very fancy piece of jewelry that you guys have picked up. So
Now, is that 750 on top of
on
the
top of
600
the
that the cloak is
the
worth
pelt
just under
itself is very high
Okay.
quality. It's worth 250, but the clasp on top of that is worth another 750. Like it's very fine jewelry.
So wow,
So
that's
1,000?
10,000 right there.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
10,000.
you got
Pretty
1,000.
good.
Yeah.
1,000. Yeah, sorry. I transposed a digit.
Ah.
1,000.
But yeah, you guys.
That's one of my math skills.
It happens. But you guys wake up, you find this cool little kind of hoard of treasure, and you see the lodge kind of sitting in front of you.
Okay, I was going to check in the pond for that axe that we had him toss in there
Okay.
and grab that. I figure if anything, the pond would have helped wash stuff off of it.
Yeah. You go to the pond, and it's the handle is still kind of sticking out of the water. It's wood, so it's not like it's been lost or anything.
Yeah. Okay. And then so I got what type of axe is it?
It's just a regular wood cutting axe. Nothing particularly
Okay.
interesting
It's not
about
like
it. Yeah,
a
it's
battle axe or a
yeah,
good
it's
axe.
not like a battle axe like this. I mean, it's big. I mean, for somebody of your frame, because this was a wood cutting axe made for a troll. So, or not made for like the. You can kind of figure out that Trepson actually made
Troll
this thing
size.
himself. But yeah, it is a
okay.
troll-sized woodsman's axe. But it's not double-headed. It's single-headed. It's just you feel like this thing would be the bane of an especially large tree, but is not necessarily engineered for combat.
And do I notice anything on like the troll bones that were left behind? Like, are they of any value, or is there anything that he was carrying on him that has any value? I know he had that cloak, but we sort of burned that.
Yeah,
so-
the cloak is
And
pretty
also
much ashes
in,
at
like,
this point.
lights.
For the remains, I mean, they've been out all night, so they're not in the greatest condition. They've definitely been picked at while you're away, but you can't tell anything. Like, they're not inherently magical, more so than any other normal troll remains are. One of the things about trolls is their regenerative powers, unless you know how to, basically use alchemy pretty extensively. You can't eat troll flesh and gain hit points, basically. You'd have to kind of distill
Okay.
a lot of troll essence in a lab to make that magic happen.
Okay. Then I'll just put the axe, like, basically bury it in his back or something like that, just so that it's a marker or something.
Okay, it makes a wet
We'll
noise.
say he committed suicide. Yeah, and-
Yeah, he
okay,
just
I
he
guess
he
we're ready to
he
go.
threw an axe at his own back.
So,
Classic suicide MO. Okay, so yeah, what's up?
Is there any writing anywhere, like just a single line or something in the where we are?
Yeah, actually, in the
yeah, I read the Draconic that just like wasn't this marked as like cold place, or which one was
No,
this?
that was
Oh, no, it's
kind of
just
back
in
up a
the
ways.
other
That was kind
places.
of near the stone. So you guys, basically, when you first got here, you were around a couple of standing stones that had some old draconic in them, and I think you guys used like a magic spell or something, but you translated a lot of
I
the...
use comprehend languages.
Yeah, that's right. You guys found out that the portal stones, the only one that's currently being used right now is the one that you just came from, which seems like it was a one-way trip from the marshlands to here. But you do see a couple other stones that say like there's one that says snowy lands. There's another one that says just red sun. And the one that you came from, the one from the Mirror of Dead Men, they described it as a unquiet swamp of mournful croaking. But those, it's weird. It's like the shittiest GPS navigation ever. It's just like an abstract description of a place without really telling you any details about the name or exactly where it is in the world.
It's like, Siri, find America.
So,
In it, you
yeah, I
asshole.
mean, magic's more of a art than a science, really. But the only one that's currently, it seems like has seen some recent use is the marsh one.
So yeah, my
Okay,
character.
so we're in a little hunting kennel thing, and there's also like a bigger lodge further up.
Much
right?
bigger, much bigger.
But, okay.
Yeah, my character
Okay.
can copy any handwriting that he sees. So if it's like handwriting from some like owner or something, or a troop from.
Boob, I'm actually having some trouble hearing you. You got like a robot effect going on. Try re-entering the room real quick.
Alright.
Yeah. Also, see if you could turn up your mic sensitivity a little bit. It just sounded quiet to me.
Alright.
Yeah, that's
I
much
can
better.
turn my mic sensitivity real quick.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's
it's
much better.
alright. So yeah, if my character sees any of the handwriting or something from anything, if it's from like the cult, then he can write it down on paper and it'll be the exact same. So basically, if he sees
Oh,
handwriting.
it is the
he can-
forgery
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
If he sees
Um,
handwriting, he can copy it, so.
Yep. Hello.
How do you play the game?
So normally, well,
Don't
we actually have a
think about the
full
game.
party right now, but normally you just kind
Yeah.
of pick a character, you set your level to whatever the current campaign is at, and then you just kind of
Okay.
improvise.
Okay.
Your character sheet gives you a whole lot of skills that your character can do, and depending on what situation you find yourself in, you just kind of do stuff. So that is one thing that always kind of like I never know exactly what to tell people when they say how do I play the game, because there's just so much crap you can do in here. Like it's really more like freeform improvisation than anything. But yeah, so you with a pretty high amount of accuracy kind of write down this the stuff on these stones. You don't really glean any meaning from them because they're from an old form of Draconic that you don't really. The only reason that anybody knows what these say is because you literally cast a spell to get them. But these, you can tell that these were not actually written by the Dragon Cult. These were actually here long before the Dragon Cult moved in. These are thousands of years
no,
old.
I think Boob was trying to see if there were any documentation within the kennel.
No.
that might have
The
been,
only
left by
only
cult, like financing or anything.
so Trepson wasn't really that much of a scholar. I don't know if you could tell from the whole living in filth thing. There is actually some abyssal written on a altar inside. Trepson actually did not follow the Dragon Cult. He was employed by the Dragon Cult. He was a demon worshiper. So there is like a gross demon sacrificial altar in the back of the kennel that has like a decapitated boar's head on it as like an offering, and there is some gross stuff written in blood in abyssal underneath it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take the boar head just because I can.
Okay, it's not. Yeah, I'm just without getting too gross. The boar head is not fresh.
Okay.
Let's put it this way: you are more likely to give away your location via smell if you take that with you.
Yeah, it smells pretty awful.
I can
I'll
just
tell you
throw
what.
it.
I'll let you carry the pelts for now.
Okay.
Just don't take the boar's head, please. Well, we're gonna leave that there.
Yep. Okay, so you now have one rotting boar head. So.
Wait, no, he didn't take it.
No.
Oh, he didn't take it? Oh, okay.
Not gonna take it?
We can
Okay.
Yeah,
Actually,
we convinced him
well, I
not
mean,
to.
actually, if guards come by, I could throw it, and then they'll be just like, "What's that smell?" And they'll go over there. So it's useful.
What was
Take
that
it.
flying rotten boarhead we just saw?
I mean,
And also the question is, how far can you throw it realistically?
Well, I do have
I'm
mage
just like-
hand. I could like make the boarheads float and be like, "Woo!" ah."
Actually, I
Okay.
think now, can we like encase it in something so it doesn't smell? Or like do something?
Oh, can we
I
use
can put it over
mending
my
on
head.
it?
Like,
Gray, just for your sanity's sake, I would highly recommend not using mending on this thing.
I mean, you know what? I mean, I could just put it over my character's head, and it's like, what the heck is that?
That's gonna be if you okay, Boo. I'm just gonna tell you right now. If you do that, that will be a Constitution saving throw.
And also, if you do that, and I see you do that, I'll kill you. Okay?
What's
Just
your
to be
character
clear.
again?
I mean,
My
mean,
character
it's scary
is
when it ends, right?
Dragonborn Sorcerer.
Oh, right, okay.
I mean, wouldn't it like scare away the enemies or something? It's like,
The who?
No, I mean
enemies. Oh.
they
Oh,
would just
enemies.
hold their nose with one hand and just stab you with the other hand.
Yeah, see, but
Yeah.
that's an advantage. They only have one, they couldn't use the other hand. That's actually an
Yeah.
advantage. But
Yeah.
I think you probably pass out from the disgusting smell. So,
Also, the fact that you wouldn't be able to see as well, and the fact that you would stand out more and have a lot more trouble hiding, I think it's just not really playing to the strengths of an assassin.
I mean,
Or
don't get me
you
wrong,
might
Boob.
find
I love your hustle, but like, just from a practical standpoint, this does not seem like the best course of action.
Also, I
you
could
know
take
what?
it and light it on fire. Just-
You could
what?
do that.
As a matter of fact, I am taking my torch and proactively lighting the boar's head on fire.
No.
Okay,
Now.
it smells
Wait,
really,
wait, wait, hold
really,
on,
really
George.
bad
It's-
for about
stop,
15
stop,
minutes.
Stop. I have like some cold breath, so can I use that to actually
Yes.
stop the fire?
Do it. Yes.
So are you guys actually burning spell slots on a stupid boarhead? Is that what's going on here?
You know what? Let's just go to the lodge.
That's not a spell
Let's go to the
slot.
lodge.
I'm just
That's
joking.
just one use per day. That's just one use per day breath weapon.
Okay, so you're using a daily breath weapon for a bit.
I'm not using it.
Yeah,
I'm tempted though.
let's just go to the lodge. Just go to the
Okay,
lodge
cool.
now. Just leave this place.
You guys,
I think
excellent.
Yes, let's
Yeah.
move on.
All right.
This is a silly place.
Yeah, this is a silly place. So you see, you kind of walk up towards the lodge. You don't see anybody outside currently guarding it, but you can't really see inside too well. You see three possible entrances. There's a front door, which is, surprise, surprise, in the front. There's a kitchen door to the side, and you also see a shuttered window that maybe you could crawl through up a little bit. Near.
I'm gonna go through the window.
Okay, are you just
Window.
walking like?
Just gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna walk in.
You might want to follow up some of these moves with like an investigation check to like maybe peek through the window first and see what's on the other side.
Okay, fine. I'll light the lodge on fire then if you want. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna
And
look in
when
the
I
window.
see him do that, I just push him in.
Yeah. Boob, make a dexterity saving throw or dexterity check.
Alright. How do I do that? What?
So you roll a d20 and add your dexterity modifier.
Acrobatics.
Huh? No, this is actually
This
stealth.
falls under
This
acrobatics,
is stealth.
Oh, okay.
+4, so it's 15.
15?
For stealth? Your stealth should be better at that point. Yeah, +4, it's 15.
Yeah.
Actually,
Okay.
no, for
Cool.
stealth. No, my stealth is +10. Wait, I think is it right?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
plus
my
10.
stealth is
Yeah.
Yeah,
You.
Mine's +7 for stealth.
So you know that creepy scene in Terminator where like the liquid metal like just kind of goes through the bars and it makes like that weird like you basically like you melt through this shuttered window and are silent like a ghost.
No, it's plus 10 actually. So
Yeah.
it's 21.